Today's guest is a man who embodies grit and the relentless spirit of a fighter. He's a living example of what it means to fight for your dreams. At 34 years old, he holds an impressive professional record of 23 wins and only one loss, with 18 of those victories coming from knockout. Born in Egypt and raised in Miami, he has battled his way through life inside and outside of the ring. Inside the ring, he is a powerhouse. Outside of the ring, he is an inspiration. This is a true story of struggles, resilience, and of course, victories. With powerful hands and even stronger will, he turned adversity into purpose and silence into strength. From chasing his dreams in boxing to inspiring others through discipline and determination, he's a symbol of perseverance and success. Get ready to step into the life of a warrior who never backs down. Today we introduce to you the man behind the champion. This is Ahmed Elbiali.
Qual a sua primeira lembrança dentro de uma academia de boxe?
I've had a couple memories stepping into boxing gyms for the first time. I will say the most basic one was as a birthday present for my mother to get me into boxing. We were going to sign up to it was called Gold Gym before, it was Kodiak. And then I was like, no, take me to a boxing gym. She took me there, she signed me up. And I asked the lady, I'm like, well, when can I start fighting? She's like, you don't even know how to box. I'm like, no, I know how to box.
I was born this way.
Yeah. And then she's like, if you do a couple classes, you can try it with the amateur team. I'm like, what time are they here? She's like, between like 3 to 5, but you have to do the classes first. I did like one class that night, and then the next day I showed up at 3.
Oh my God.
And then I started boxing.
Did you get beat up?
Yes, I got beat up a lot. And then I beat them up.
Good.
Bad.
Good.
But it's weird how your life takes you to a gym. Or I think I've realized most people that go to boxing gyms or high intensity training gyms, they are really coming from some sort of trauma or way to let go of what they're
bouncing out or something, right?
Very men, women, older, younger,
it's always connected to healing.
It's always connected to healing. So you don't realize, even I put myself there thinking, I just want to do boxing, I want to have fun. Yeah. And then 20, 30 years later, you're like, wow.
¿Cómo ha influido tu origen en tu estilo de pelea y en tu mentalidad?
A lot of things about my background have led up to the way I fight and the person that I am in the boxing ring, more than outside of the boxing ring. I'd say being from a Middle Eastern culture is one aspect of how fighting is truly what we desire as, I would say, as probably men and women. Middle Eastern people have this sort of, I feel like, this untamed rage.
Oh, I like how you put that. Yes.
It's untamed. Generally have to hide this rage.
Contain
it, hide it, never show it, because it's forbidden, it's disrespectful, it's rude, it's not proper, it's not etiquette. When you do learn how to tame a rage, it's one of, you realize you're like, oh my God, I'm a super weapon.
There's a monster inside me, and when I release it, I see
I'm a walking, living, divine weapon. It's a blessing. I'm like, oh my God, I chose this life. I was a piece of light, and I looked at this pregnant lady, my mom, and I'm like, I want that family. And then you choose this family, and then you learn, and then you're like, okay, I have to remember myself again. I have to remember how to use this body. Wow, why do I feel so, he hasn't been living. So then you learn how to live. You learn how to fight. You learn how to express your fighting or how you feel inside through the art. You learn that the art involves discipline. Not the discipline to not do wrong, but the discipline to do everything right all the time. I think I'm just expanding my knowledge, and that's thankfully what I was been able to do through my career.
What is the toughest moment you faced in your career and how did you overcome it?
I used to think my toughest moment was my loss.
Your fight.
My fight, my only loss. And I think if you're looking very minimalistically, then yes, like usually a loss, you don't get opportunities in life. You don't get second opportunities because there's no opportunity like the other opportunity. So you can get millions of opportunities in life, but one opportunity is never going to be the same as the second opportunity. So I learned you're going to lose one opportunity loss it's a shift in reality. You're choosing a whole different person now. You go from Ahmed Elbiali, the undefeated pro boxer, to
loss.
Yeah, he lost. But then along the way, you realize there's so many significant things behind this loss. Things that you need to learn and master. Things that you're not appreciating. Things that you take for granted every day. You have to embody what you want to be in life. I think you realize it so much that I began to wanting to be or embody a champion. Then I've realized I don't want to embody a champion. That's very superficial and minimal.
Yes.
I want to embody allness, oneness, awareness.
I love it.
It's not about if I'm a fighter, I'm just a fighter.
So what you want to embody is what is outside of the ring.
I want to, of course, because if you can embody everything outside of the ring, you can embody the ring itself. The ring has no separation between what's outside and what's inside. It's all one. I think what I've really, the toughest moment of my career is more of thinking that I'm not doing what I love. So it was a realization of like, oh my God, I keep looking for things to love to do. Or I keep looking for, let me be real estate, let me go back to school, move here, move there, let me study spirituality, let me get closer to God, let me find a girl.
Always looking for something.
It's like, bro, you have everything you need. Embody yourself. Embody Ahmed. Be Ahmed.
It's the raw that everybody is looking for, and like is like you said, the beast that is tamed. Sometimes you gotta let it out, because if people see it in you but you hide it all the time, they're not getting honesty. So
you're not getting honesty, and I think people live way more subconscious and minimal than they know. Unfairly fair and simple, but we make it super complicated. So I'm trying to unlearn. Like I'm going back to college, I'm like, erase the degree, no degree. I don't want to learn anything. I want to like make me a baby again.
It's only you and honesty, right? You gotta be who you are there. And maybe that loss served also to show you a lot of things that you didn't see with the wins, right?
Yes.
So it was necessary.
Yes.
Embrace your loss.
Yes.
Existe a luta que todos veem e a que ninguém vê. O que o público não sabe sobre o seu dia a dia?
I feel like the public and I are one. I think we're all, as human beings, we think about the same thing all day long.
But what is there that is in your day-to-day that you don't share with me and I don't see it?
We, as humans, we know humans. Like that's the thing. We can see a human and we know like what they're doing in their life, how they're feeling. The struggles that we go for as fighters, it's money. It's the same as any living human. Any athlete, super athlete, rich billionaire, poor man, it's all the same. It's always money, family issues, health issues, and repeats money, family issues, health issues, money, personal issues. These are the only things that affect humans, or me in particular, about fighting. Can I fight happily ever after if I didn't have these issues? Yes, but these issues are always going to come up as a human being. But as a fighter nowadays, there's a lot of politics, glitches in the system, a lot of glitches in the system. And it's not bad.
Googling it.
You just have to, I believe it's always on my responsibility. I can't blame anybody for anything. If the system's upgrading and I'm behind, I have to upgrade. So it's all on me. My reality is my reality. How to make the best out of your training, or for me, it's how to train the best, the hardest, the smartest. I thought about this morning. I'm like, I just want to train like a beast. But I could get away by just training. I could maybe make more money. It's weird. Like, you can make more money. You can do more and live better if you don't train like crazy. Or
if you're like average, if you're not trying to.
If you're an accountant and you're just books, and then money's just flowing all around you. So you're doing books for whatever money you're set for. Everything's it's just passing by. So I think as a fighter, it comes down to the same thing. Anything that I'm gonna love too much is gonna cause me harm. Everything in life is like that. So I'm realizing just balance it out. Take your time. Smoke a cigar if you have to. Like, do what it make love. Go to the beach. Do everything they told you not to do, and just see how you feel.
¿Tienes alguna rutina mental, como algún ritual o algo que siempre viene a tu mente antes de subir al ring?
Now in my life, for the last couple of fights, everything always changes. Maybe next fight I'm gonna be in the room like meditating. But I think that shows too much weakness. You see, I just like to pretend I'm going out on a date. I get dressed. I just like, I'm going to the mall, I'm going to eat, I'm gonna go show off right now. I'm going in front of judges. They're gonna look at me walk down the aisle, like the lane, perform in the ring. So I'm gonna look like a showman.
Okay.
Yeah. Put on my dress, my red bottoms. It's just like, you guys want to see a dancer?
That sounds so easy, right? We are from the outside looking the fighter and thinking, wow, he must be a nerve wreck. And he's just going over there, I'm going to perform my show and put my red bottoms and whatever.
And that's the thing with boxing. It looks very easy. Fighting, because it's a very natural sport movement. It's not like soccer. Soccer, you look at a soccer player, he grabs the ball, boom, beam, bam, pooh. You're like, wow. But boxing and fighting, you see someone beam, beam, beam. You're like, I could do the same. They all think they can do the same.
I can be the one fight.
So it's like, okay, go. No, but it's fun. It's like any other day.
Who was the opponent that pushed you the most and why?
I'm gonna say it's myself. It's always been myself. My kind self, my bad self, my sinful self, my good self, like every type of self that I have is the worst. Because if you're self, you're attaching or you're holding on, you're never gonna have power, physical or mental. Attached to me spiritually or mentally, it takes away from my spiritual and mental energy. If it attaches to me, if I cause an attachment or I am attached to it physically, it takes away from my physical and mental energy. For me to be what I want, it's not who I want. Because I want to be a bachelor, I want to be a married man, I want to be a father, I want to be a businessman, I want to be a world champion, I want to be a chef, I want to be a director, one day I want to do photograph. One day I'm like, oh, I could do accounting, like Shirley.
It depends on the day.
It just depends on the day. So if it's gonna be like this, no, I just want to be me. I want to be my true self. Because if I keep listening to the thousands of voices I have, those are like my worst enemies.
You're in all directions.
I'm driving right, and then it takes me left. And it's like, what am I doing? Yeah. I think I've done this my whole life, but something that I've learned lately by the word, but I've done it my whole life, is if you don't take risks, if you don't fail often, you're not going to have good intuition. You're not going to have spiritual sense or gift from God or be a psychic. The more I just try things, and just don't do good, the better.
Oh, do good.
That's what I'm good at. It's not doing good. So why not? Okay, try this. Bad. Good. Next. Bad. Okay. Awesome. That's just like, oh, get used to being a mess up or a fuck up.
Oh, Lord.
That's what I grew up being. So that's where I'm at now. So it's like, oh, if life gets better by messing up more,
Why not?
why not?
Yes. It's what my accountant teacher used to say, experience brings experience. So either it's good or it's bad, you're only learning. There is no one learning from that, right? So more you try, better it is.
Ahmed, o medo tem algum papel no seu desempenho ou preparação?
For sure. When I was younger, I'd say like, oh, I'm not scared of anything. I'm scared of now. Now I'm probably not scared of as much as before. But fear is the biggest player in the game. Fear, anxiety, anger, resentment, sadness. These are all emotions. Fear has been an emotion that I've been able to use to make a good action. It's never been, oh, I'm gonna do something wrong with this fear. It's more of, okay, I'm scared my fucking ass that I'm gonna lose, and I'm gonna lose my money and career, and everyone's gonna laugh at me. So I'm gonna kill this guy.
¿Cómo equilibras la agresividad con la estrategia en una pelea intensa?
How do you balance it? When you're young, you need to balance this big time. Like, the angrier you are, the more tired you get. Anything you do off of anger or fear or sadness, usually you can make a good action, but it's much more difficult. You take away from, I have to win because of anger or aggression, or it becomes the game of life. You just look at it like, I don't want to get hit in the head, but I'm going to try to win today, and I'm going to try to win by knockout.
Which you often
but now in my mind, because of the people that I've been able to learn from, I'm going to have an idea in the moment of, maybe I'll win by knockout by hitting him in the body. Maybe I'll just win. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll lose, but I'll win more by losing. Maybe I'll lose and I'll get the biggest lesson. Maybe I'll lose, but show the people what they want to be, what they want to see, what they came here to see.
Which fight was the one that changed your life and your career the most?
Of course, it's the fight that I lost.
It goes for both life and career?
Yeah,
Why?
For sure. Because it teaches you, I feel like the fight that I lost made me think about meditating. Or it made, at first I'm like, how do I want to be a champion? Oh, you have to act like a champion. You have to be a champion. But I don't really care. It's very weird to say, like, I can't care so much because it takes away from me. Like, I also love me.
So you become that thing when
Yeah, like I love who I am. If I'm not a champion, does that mean I'm not a good person? No. What I'm saying is, even there's fighters in boxing that have less wins, that have more losses, and they're better than me. They're super talented. You see, you can't judge people based off of their titles, how they fight. In boxing, you don't need to be the best. You need to be the best that day and night at 8 p.m. sharp. Be patient, take your time, good things happen.
E qual foi essa maior lição que você teve como uma derrota?
Get back up and try again.
I think there's no bigger lesson than that there.
Just get up and
Get up
keep
and
going.
try again.
Yeah.
¿Qué tan importante es tu equipo en tu éxito? ¿Quién está realmente en esa esquina del éxito?
My team changes based on money.
Wow, that's the boxing world. Welcome to the boxing
Let's
world.
be real.
I don't expect it.
Where is your support?
My
Support
team-
is who gets
my
better
mom,
pay.
my dad, my sister. Like, and sometimes I don't even like this team. Come on. Like, I can't fire them. Like,
Those are the ones you didn't choose. It came with the package.
no, it's important. Yes. Thankfully, I have people in my life that we're not they're not Team Elbiali, but they answer me whenever they call me. They give me advice, and they're old school people. If we're gonna say sport of boxing, very old school people. They were champions, or they managed champions, or they've trained champions. And then I have great friends. I have a great friend that's in exercise science. He's a master at performance. He's taught me so much about performance and nutrition and health. I have great spiritual friends, like our friend Claudio, that we talk about spirituality. That's my team. It's the people that I have around me.
Se você não fosse boxeador, do que você estaria trabalhando hoje?
I want to hear that.
I hope I'd be making a lot of money.
I tell you, it's not going to be accounting.
I would want to, if I could go back in time, I think I would choose to be better at mathematics, better with numbers. I would maybe choose to probably be an astronaut, or maybe a good coach for the youth. Like I wanna be on a boat and drinking mango juice. That's not who I am.
What career is that again? How would you want to be remembered when people talk about Ahmed Elbiali 20 years from now?
The most important part about that is for people to say good things, not for me, but for my family, or for if I have a family, or if I have kids, or if I have friends, that they don't say, "Hey, we know your boy Ahmed, he's a piece of shit." You know? They say, "Hey, you know Ahmed, he's a champion. Oh, he's a good fighter. He's a nice guy. Remember 20 years ago, he was good. He must be so old now." So, like,
sorry, that is going to happen in 20 years from now.
But in reality, like, I hope people don't say my name in 20 years. Like, for boxing, sure. But in reality, I hope I don't care.
¿Qué consejo le darías a un joven súper talentoso pero que no tenga conexiones?
Make this big dream up and just work so hard. Work, and keep working, and then just some way, somehow, something happens. I have no idea. I don't know how it happens. It always happens. Especially when you don't think about it. You want it so bad, and you do it so much that you forget.
Hard work.
Hard work is, you see, that's not discipline. People think hard work is discipline. No. Hard work is normal. Hard work is eating and drinking, is homeostasis, is hard work is in the same. People think hard work is here. No. Hard work is the basic. Discipline is doing everything right. Like here. So your discipline is throwing a punch, you come back. Or you throw a punch, you come back and you roll and you come back with another. This is discipline. Hard work is just bad technique and pushing hard, or waking up early is hard work. But doing the numbers, like not messing up on the spreadsheet, that's discipline.
E você já pensou como gostaria de continuar contribuindo com boxe depois?
Don't do boxing. Get away from boxing. Be a pro, like something else, bro. Be the organizer. Hey, I pay you too $100 each if you fight. That's who you should be. The guy to make them fight. Don't do boxing. But if they already started, I would love to. I would love to help any way I can.
You have already built a name for yourself in the ring, but what is the dream that you're still chasing? What makes you wake up hungry every day when it comes to your career?
I want to be the first Egyptian world champion. Egyptian American world champion.
You gotta repeat that. I want you to repeat that.
Yeah, I want to be the first Egyptian American world champion, an Egyptian born and Middle Eastern born. That's what keeps me hungry. So I'm gonna probably be starving when I'm like 80. Like, I haven't eaten yet, you know? When they give me that opportunity, I'm gonna eat and just close the door. One person can do it, we can do it.
Yes.
Whatever country you're from, China, Slovenia, Brazil, Brazil has a lot of champions. Sorry.
By the way.
Excuse me.
But whatever country, so, or whatever person, or whatever you want to be, you could do. That's what I'm trying to prove to myself.
Well, the word first makes it very special, right?
Yes.
Be the first. So I really hope that happens for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Has construido una fortaleza mental en el boxing increíble. ¿Cómo piensas aplicarla en tu vida fuera del ring?
I feel toughness in boxing isn't always the best thing. You definitely build toughness in the sport. And then as you get older, you're like, I think toughness is heavy to carry. The best thing to learn through boxing, I think what boxing really teaches you is resilience, overcoming fear, overcoming anxiety, overcoming all these low vibrational states, these low emotions. So then you start to use the normal and you have a gauge now. You're like, okay, forget about the self-doubt. And then you start to, hold on, I have a balance. Now with this balance, you create. Honestly, that's the only thing above balance is creation. Like you create love, or you create harmony, or you create good skills in the ring, strength, power, you create toughness. If you need, you create whatever you need at this point now. Just find your balance. Find the word that gives you nothing.
Se daqui 10 anos um jovem lutador te disser que você foi uma inspiração para ele, que você gostaria que ele tivesse aprendido com a sua jornada?
I would tell them, if we're gonna fight, I'm gonna beat your ass. That's what I would say. All the young guys that I know in the gym, I'm like, bro, I can't wait until you're 18. I'm gonna fuck you up.
Oh my God!
In front of their parents. Shit. Like, oh my God. When you turn like even 16, I'm gonna get in there with you. I have no advice for them. I'll be like, you pick this sport, I'm gonna beat your ass.
To close this series of serious questions, I'm gonna hit you with a 3-in-1. So, what are you going to be doing until your next fight? Where do you see your boxing career going from here? And most important, if you had a fairy godmother that could grant you a wish right now for your career, what would you wish?
Until my next fight, so I plan on fighting towards the end of the year next year. I told myself this based off of decisions that I've made. Let's say I signed some contracts, they told me it's gonna be towards the end of the year or next year. So I said, okay, at least I have some sort of something to look up to. A goal, something to look forward to. Whereas before in my career, it's just like, I don't know when I'm fighting. You're fighting in next month, okay. So at least I know, okay, towards the end of the year or next year. Until then, I thought, you should work. I tried working, I hate it.
Oh, welcome to real deal life.
I'm like, I don't want to work. I'm not used to working.
I'm jealous.
I'm not used to working. I'm used to fighting and making money, and I was just like, that's it. So I'm like, okay.
That's work.
I'm like, all right, so I'm going to postpone the work until I know I have to work. Then for now, I don't want to work. I don't want to train people. I don't want to work. I don't want to depend on anything, but I have to.
Qual que é o seu prazer culposo fora do boxe? Dancinhas, comédia romântica, cantar no chuveiro?
I love to eat. I eat too much. I eat like too much.
We're the same team.
I eat too much. I eat too fast. I'm like, I could eat all day. That's a big problem. I like to know more about life. I like to study life and do weird things and be in nature. I like love. I like romance. I like every aspect of life. I like partying. I like being a bad boy. I like being it all.
It's very easy to see the fighter. I want to see the fighter. I will take a YouTube video of your fights and I will talk to you about being in the ring and I will see you training in the gym. But behind all of that has the guy who just said, I like romance, I like love, I like it. Who is Ahmed, right? This is the person. And he eats a whole lot.
Dude, I could do really bad things and then go to the mosque with my friends. Let's go to the mosque and pray. Even with my Christian friends, we'd Christmas Eve, we do some things. It's next morning, everyone's like, "Man, you want to come with us to church?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's go."
I gotta be careful.
We're all laughing in the back. And it's
Si pudieras darle un golpe o un puñetazo a un personaje de ficción, ¿quién y por qué?
Goku, you know Goku?
Yes, go, of course.
I love Goku. Come on. He eats, he trains.
Have you ever had a moment in the ring when you just thought to yourself, what the I'm doing here?
In the gym. In the gym.
In the gym?
More in the gym, yeah. Like, in the ring, it's more like, I'm home.
Wow.
But outside of the ring, before the entertainment, it's like, oh my God, I hate this business. I hate this sport. Fuck, these people, this business, the air, like, but then you go to the ring and you're like, oh, I love this place.
You were born to be a fight. It sounds to us that like all the fun that is like the training is the getting there. This is all the fun. When you get in the ring normally in any sport is at the moment of performance that all the stress is in there, the anxiety, and you have to deal with it. If you feel like, oh, I can't believe I'm here, let's do that, you're born to be a fighter. You're born to be a fighter.
I do feel, if it's entertainment-wise, 100% I agree. I love the training, but I love it so much that now I could hate it. I do it with my eyes closed. Like, I don't care. When you get into the ring and you walk past the people and you go there, you're like, oh my God, this feels so good.
Wow.
Wow. Like, oh, you're melting. You're like, oh.
He was born for it, and I'm saying that because as an athlete that have compete in the past, I can tell you, like you, as I'm training for my races, for example, that's a good example, right? After 24 marathons, I think I can say that. As you are training, it's very hard. Of course, sometimes you hate the training because you're doing it too much, but you're doing over there, there's no pressure. The pressure is you and yourself, like, okay, I gotta get better, I gotta get to run the pace I wanna run. When you get to that start line, if thousands of people, it's like, this is stressful, what am I doing here now? It's like the fear is there. Why? Because I wasn't born a runner, because I have to put myself in that situation to feel like I can. He was born for it. Yes. When you step in a stage and you say, I was born to be here, it's because that's what you're supposed to be doing. That's why you love it so much, because the pleasure is where everybody feels the pressure.
But now as I'm talking to you, I wish I can do this every day. I wish I can live like this. I think that's the goal for most humans, is to be in a state of appreciation, grateful. Like, maybe because I'm grateful that I'm doing the interview, or it feels good that I'm being in my element. It feels good that you guys are making me feel like the superstar boxer.
You are.
Whatever.
We are all like.
But I sometimes, as a human, I go to the gym and I lose this, or you see, I'm realizing even the kids or the friends that I train with, or the people that I train with, they want this version of me. They don't want the version of me that's like, I fucking hate this shit. You know, I go there in the morning with my coffee and I'm like, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna fuck you up. I hate this bag. I hate the gym. Like. But they don't want that. That's not fair to the world. Yes. I think talking to you right now, I'm like, wait a minute. You should be very more appreciative. Appreciate them for watching. Appreciate them for being there. Appreciate them for motivating you, pushing you, whatever, looking at you. They're looking at you because they're telling you, I like you. So it's like, wow.
Taking the time to sit and hear who you are, because this is what you were talking earlier, like what we see is who you are and what you have achieved for yourself, and we admire that. That is inspirational. That is like, if I am training with you, is because I see you as that inspiration. What you have built for yourself, the stage you have put yourself on, it takes a lot of hard work in there, commitment, dedication, and you got this. So we look at you as that inspiration. But because you do that so easily now, because it's your day to day, because you go training and you already know, you don't need, you know what you're gonna do. It might feel boring for you, but you gotta think this way. And I'm saying that, I'm pretty sure that I'm not saying that just for myself, but for a lot of people that watch you as a boxer, as a trainer at some point, or as somebody who has a lot of knowledge within what you do. You inspire others, and you have to carry yourself with that knowledge that what you say and what you do influence, like there's an influence on others, because they look at you as a champion, as somebody who got to a point that they are trying to, or simply as a motivation. I am doing this is very hard for me, it's not boxing, but I'm gonna look into this person who inspired me, what he says inspire me, the way he trains, the way I watch him waking up in the morning, you running on the beach, you punching that bag with so much anger, sweat dripping. It's like there is resilience in that inspires me. So sometimes you will put yourself in a position that others will watch you, and they are saying you what you're not seeing yourself. So carrying yourself in a certain way, you affected that image. So remember that. You are an inspiration. You are out there. You have made your name and put yourself in a place that it's never going from there down. No matter what happens from now, tomorrow you decide to just be a chef, an accountant, a coach for kids. Ahmed Elbiali exists. He built a career. He built a stage. Nobody's going to take you down from there. For their reason, whatever you say, however you train, however you carry yourself, you always inspire who is watching this. So whatever comes out of who you are today, no matter who you become from now on, that legacy you have built, and you're going to carry it with you forever. So 20 years from now, going back on my question that you said, I really hope I don't fucking care, it will matter, because there's a lot of young people that have not gotten to where you are, and they're looking for people like you that you inspire them. And maybe this conversation in here, you guide them to understand who you are behind that fighter, and that's what inspires. Not only seeing you in the ring and knocking out those fighters for 18 times in a row. It's who you are, how you carry yourself, and how you believe in yourself.
19, and you got my record wrong. No, you got my record wrong, really.
23 wins.
No, I'm 24-1 and 19.
Oh, so you blame the internet for that. I'm sorry, my apologies. 24 wins, 1 loss.
I heard you, and I didn't want to say anything, so I could say it on the show.
Oh, wow. Shame on me. Shame on me. You see, that's what happened. Excuse me, everybody who loves ChatGPT. That's what happened when you rely on internet. I have the champion sitting in front of me right now. 24 fights.
24.
And ChatGPT is my best friend too.
Me too.
Well, just so you know, ChatGPT told all of us that you have 24 fights and 1 loss. 18 out of is 18 by knockout?
19.
19 by knockout. There we go.
Oh
So
gosh,
let's fix this. Independent of being 1, 2, 3, 20. The champion is out there. So bottom line is all of that was to show the man behind Ahmed Elbiali. So it's great to have you on this table. Thank you so much for being here. It was absolutely a pleasure to interview and get to know who you are in a better way. It's very funny to see the eater, right? The eater, the lover, the angry guy, and all behind the fighter. So to you, the audience, this is the man behind the champion.
The champion.
Thank you for being here, Ahmed.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Obrigada.
The Fight Within was just another story of inspiration. There is so much more after that. If you want to get in touch with Ahmed, if you want to contact Connection Network to introduce your services, yourself, or just tell your story, reach out to us. You can find Ahmed on Instagram. You can find Connection at www.connectionnetwork.com. And until then, keep shining, keep fighting, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.